but I seen the devils. He walks with men on earth at different levels. He knows the king we serve, so he heeds the medals and prays that we all burn and turn to rebels. You try to get my soul, but I'll never settle. I'll walk this lonely road from the birth to ghettos. I'll take the gift bestowed, a return a vessel. I am the one they chose. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rebellious in all ways, his innocence birth. He knew that it would happen when he put us on his earth. Demonized religion by corruption to the church. We know the price of everything, but we don't know the worth. We spend all of our time idolizing false prophets. Comparisons the enemy, stop watching others' pockets. The social system's broken, we divide on every topic. They fabricate the truth and we all monetize with gossip. We know the problems and we see them but don't want to change. We're desensitized to every issue cause they let us profit all the people's pain. In this dystopian age, we are the game that he plays. And all the evil, deceitful, good people should shake our faith. I never seen God's eyes, but I seen the devil's. He walks with men on earth at different levels. He knows the king we serve, so he heeds medals and prays that we all burn and turn to rebels. You try to get my soul, but I'll never settle. I walk this lonely road from the birth to ghettos. I'll take the gift bestowed, a return a vessel. I am the one they chose. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Our God is an awesome artist. In perilous times we seek his grace as the world and the times we face turn fake in the faces of little more honest. In the midst of the pain, this pain, and the media's push of all this garbage, I pray that you keep your faith as the whole breaks and the real get disregarded. It's about time that we take it back. The wait's too great for the camel's back. Strong men made life an easy task, and now the weak men feminize every act. In the church and the workplace, every plaque on the television screen in the state of rap. All virtues born in the state of black. We in hell on earth and it's going to collapse. Integrity's lost, and we incentivize gods on the winter revolution will be televised. Gone too far to know if we can rectify it. Those gates will testify. Stop saying it now so they counterclockwise. We are living in times when the weakness all rise. The intelligent fall when the stupidness all drive, and the real get pushed aside. I never seen God's eyes, but I seen the devils. He walks with men on earth at different levels. He knows the king we serve, so he heeds the medals and prays that we all burn and turn to rebels. You try to get my soul, but I'll never settle. I'll walk this lonely road from the birth to ghettos. I'll take the gift bestowed, the return of vessel. I am the one they chose. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Starting the pop out stream up hot with that one. Yeah, I like where this was going. I like what you were able to do with this track, and I could see it's a cover track, perhaps. That's what it says. Let me make sure I can see what it says. Yeah, cover of God's Eyes by Dax. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think you did a great job with the mix on this for sure. I think it sounded good sonically in my ears. I think overall you did a phenomenal job for what it is. I think it's a 8.5 since it is a cover track. I want to hear some of the stuff that you do original wise, because that would be really cool to hear, definitely. And I want to hear more of your voice definitely in the future. So yeah, for sure, good work on this. It's 8.5 from me for where it's at as a cover track. I think it sounded really good. Appreciate this the submission on that. And now let's get to the tracks that I had for the stream yesterday that never happened. We got a little Mojo Flows coming up next. A Little Magic, spoken word, this one's called.
I clear a space for my mind as shade covers my timeless eyes. There is no cape to wrap up the blackness, eradicate the sadness, or pack away the madness. As lackadaisical as a Sunday afternoon, filled with funnies and cartoons with a blend of MF Doom, while imagination blooms like animal balloons. Somewhere else, not too far, there is a room where the forgotten sing a tune of blues and yellow bruises. Few kids grow up with no influence. It's not what I'm used to. More fuchsia than cactus, but what this lacks is mathematics. Fibonacci couldn't hack this. Our brains have turned to gadgets. This tiny apparatus now controls the savage. Out the blue it came to me, so I crafted a little magic.
Okay. That was something. I'm always decently a fan of what you bring to me flow wise, what you're capable of doing, and I do think that you're trying some unique different things and trying to find that style still, like we talk about a lot with some of your submissions. And there's styles that you do right, and there's styles that I feel like just don't fit. And I think this sounded good overall. I don't know how. Man, it's tough because I don't want to give it negative reviews on this, but it's like a 6.5 just because, I wasn't really understanding of the message or what was going on in regards to this track. I did like that you tried something different and you pushed yourself and took yourself out of your comfort zone by doing an acapella like this. It does have like an ambient feel to it. I just think that your style doesn't really fit that as much as I thought it might, which I actually, when it first came in, I was like, maybe this might work for him, but after like the first 30 seconds of it, I was kind of like, yeah, this is not really good for his style and what he does lyrically either. Yeah, but keep up the good work. I see that you're working hard. Every time you submit something, it's unique, it's different, so I could see that you're actually working on finding different styles that you can maybe get into, which is always a good thing. It's always like a fun idea, right? And yeah, keep posting some tracks. I love this. I think where it's at 6.5. Not a big fan of like the acapella type vibe that it was giving me. But I always like your lyricism, and I think you're testing yourself and taking yourself out of your comfort zone, which I really like to see. Hey, what's good, my friend? Just doing some music reviews. You guys can submit some tracks here if you so please. Don't forget to follow, as we're growing pretty quick. We did a 6-hour stream on Friday, I want to say, and pushing the numbers up from our first few streams before that. Yeah, we do some music reviews, some chatter, so feel free to drop some controversial topics or whatever in the chat, and we'll touch on them. Throw strays my way, whatever. Yeah, let's move on from this track, though. Let's get on from Mr. Mojo Flows to our friend AD with the track. It's called The Contract. It's a YouTube video, and I like the art here. I like the symbolism of it.
A dance with the devil can last you a lifetime. Remembering the look that he gave you, girl, my. Grew up without a mom, and the way was your papa. So the first sign of love, and Satan was your lifeline. Was always shunned by the lot, not is all you've ever known, all that you ever can get. They got you thinking that damn shit, shun you because the stench of a reeking from that fit. You are trash, you're the N-word. If you're home, smoking crack, if you try to get up, we gon' hold your head underwater to pretend to care, lift it back up for a bit and then redip it. So when all the angels acting mean, then Satan looking greener. But angels just protecting fam, Satan still deceiving. But you would rather hope than just taking all the beatings. So he got you some dope, sex and parasocial streaming. He lured in my mama men. After she had kids, she fell into darkness then. He is sending it by the name of David. You don't gotta work a day, is what David's saying. And that there was the contract she signed with the devil, and the price only met with the soul of innocence. Thought he meant she'd give herself, not her kids living under ice changed her. She now cold-blooded because she is stuck with the motherfucking chick beater. There's no escaping it because she got no greening. The only blue faces she gets is the demeanor in the mirror on the faces of her kids. Cause Satan trapped her with temptation now he gets. 5 soldiers probably here's what Davidson assists his brothers and his mother, unless they can turn the shit.
right, that was the contract by our friend Mr. AD. Overall, I think it's a comfortable track. I like it. I like what you did here. I think it fits your style really well, and your voice sounds really good on it. The mix sounds good on this as well. It sounds like it's just lacking a little bit of those different effects in different spots that could spice it up a little bit. But you know, I'm not gonna go too crazy in on that. I think it is just a comfortable track, and for a minimalistic track, it sounds pretty good for what it's doing. So overall on that one, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 because I think that you could shoot a little higher in terms of getting outside of your comfort zone and making something more special, unique, and trying to like find where your voice works in the hip hop sense and a pop sense. I think you have that R&B type voice down. I think it's just working on how do I take that and push myself outside my comfort zone and make something that sounds really special. But you know, that'll come over time. And I'm sorry, I'm fighting my throat a little bit, y'all, but try and give these reviews as best as possible. 7.5, I think, on this track. Definitely go back, take a look at the mix, see where you can't add some variation or maybe re-record some spots and really make different spots stand out on a track like this. But I like where it's headed, and I like what you were able to do with it. So good work on that one. Much appreciation from the boy AD with that track. Let's get to our new friend AJ Burke with appreciate the follows as always. This is a track called Explosion. He's been hitting us with some pretty fire tracks so far in the Discord. Let's hear what he was able to bring to the table for us for the pop-up today. I gotta turn my headset up just a little bit. Hopefully y'all can hear that a little better too.
Burning through the song like a paper lit on fire. AJ on this beat, making shit sound like a liar. A Rob over there, leaving trails like a liar. People down there hating while we're on the highest fire. Can't get a break, maybe you need to respire. While we sitting over here, pulling like a reservoir. Laying in my money like a dragon in his heat. 110 bucks is feeling like a heap. This tension is building cause of all of this heat. Y'all are getting nervous like you have cold feet. Me and Andrew feel like Kim Jong and Xi, threatened in this world with nuclear weapons. Like Oppenheimer couldn't let nobody step in. These kind of rap releases like a special edition. These verses indispensable like nuclear fission. Turn the shit similar like nuclear fusion. Y'all might have to come to a reliable conclusion. Clumping all together like you have a contusion. Anyone who doesn't isn't getting this illusion. Walking that hall mirrors, stop the delusion. Spending time trying to make this shit original. Separate the real from fake like being more divisional. Explosion, fire in the sky. Fusion is the spark the world can't deny. Atoms split, the silence breaks. A new dawn rises from the stakes. In the blast, we feel the power. Nuclear winds our final hour. The earth shakes, the stars collide. After fission, you can't hide.
Got the flow so tight, man, it's effortless. Drop a boss of cold, leave him shivering like Everest. Never need a counterfeit, my money stacking definite. Tell my past my power, now my life is looking excellent. AM to the PM, grinding while they sleeping. Used to count me out, now they watching while I'm feasting. Left stroke genius, right stroke menace. Cook up a verse quick, boy, I'm serving like a chemist. Keep it real, keep it raw, never need a fake flex. Never had to hustle, but I'm grinding like a paycheck. Levels to the game, yeah, you and I know. Every bar I spit, got him stuck in my spiral.
Explosion, fire in the sky. Fusion is the spark the world can't deny. Atoms split, the silence breaks. A new dawn rises from the stakes. In the blast, we feel the power. Nuclear winds our final hour. The earth shakes, the stars collide. After fission, you can't hide.
Alright. It says this thing's 4 minutes long.
Pen, hit the pad, rapid fire, no delay. Bars coming quick, watch me shift into the play. From the bottom to the top, I ain't ever missing. They be wishing for a spot, but I'm way too distant. Speeding through the game like a dash on the track. Every bar a punch, man, I'm stacking up the stats. Keep it moving, never losing, now I'm bossing the climb. All my dreams in the pocket, gotta hustle all the time. Fast lane, I'm ahead, no slowing me down. Count the wins, drop a hit, keep them all on the ground. Quick with the flow, I'm the legend in the making. Step in the game, see the crowd start shaking.
Alright. Outro's long on that one. Yeah, I like where you're headed with this. Yeah, he makes a lot of music with his buddies. That's the same thing I was going to say, what I said on Friday to you on a few of those tracks. There was that one track you posted, and it was like all your friends. Hopefully you guys can see me. I don't know why it looks like it keeps going dark and then cutting back in. But there is that one track you made with your buddies too, where they were kind of giggling, laughing. And then you came in and did your thing, and it sounded hard, and it sounded, the cadence was fire, and it really outshined them on the track. I think, you know, you got a lot of talent, and you got a lot of drive, and you got a lot of motivation for what you're doing. And I like that. And I like that you're young, and you got a lot of time to grow too, in terms of, you know, where your mix is at, where your vocals are sitting, because you already got that cadence down, which is probably the hardest part about rapping for people that are just getting into making their first tracks and making music in general, is figuring out, you know, how to maintain the same cadence and how to get their delivery down and finding their style. I think you have those things down. I think it's just the production value definitely needs work on some of your tracks, and this could have just been like a 2 minute and 30-second solo track of just you on this track, instead of, you know, you throwing your boy in there. And he's kind of doing his thing, lollygagging around, but you could just tell that he's not as proud of what he's putting out as you are, which is something that I noticed. I'm not posting my worst. We could do like a worst song type thing though one night. That could be cool, like a little challenge of you know, who can make like the worst track. Maybe that, you know, who could post the worst track. That could be a fun little thing. Maybe have like some guest judges in there too. But yeah, overall I enjoyed this. I like the beat on this too. I just didn't like the mix on the vocals, which is, you know, that's gonna come in time, my friend. But I think it's a solid direction where it's heading. I peeped that it's private, so it's not finished yet. I like the direction this track is heading into. I think it's going to be better off as a 2 minute and 30-second type track that you make on your own, though. Yeah, AJ definitely got flow. You should change your name to AJ Got Flow. That's kind of fire. AJB Got Flow. AJB on beat. Something like that. Busy getting what up? It just sounded out phonetically for me in the chat if I'm murdering your names, but Rivgo Crazy is posting real love with the production done by Mr. Prod Holmes, it seems like. So this is a first post, I believe, by Busy Getting What Up on Discord is his name. So let's give him our full attention on this one.
Come over right now. Yeah, I'll make it look easy, I don't know how. Girl, you looking so fun, I'm like, oh wow. Do my dance like I just scored a touchdown. Girl, I know how you feel. She just want true love, yeah, she wants something real. Yeah, her heart I had to steal. Yeah, I beat it up right, baby, you know the deal. Yeah, I really go crazy. She's so fun, had to turn her to my lady. She a baddie, think about her on a daily. Getting groovy on these beats like it's babies. You know I'm tripping about my dough. Bitch, I really go crazy, yeah, you already know. Maybe we can take it slow. Little mama getting freaky, I know she gon' go. So fresh like Listerine. Yeah, I'm looking so fly. from the south to the bay. She's so fun, yeah, I had to say hey. Beat it up now, she begging me to stay. I ain't with the playing games. I done been through hella shit, yeah, I felt so much pain. I gotta thank God every day. When I was broken down bad, yeah, they left me in that rain. Now I walk around with bands and gold chains. Bitches love me, yeah, they wanna know my name. Bitch, I'm real go crazy, yeah, yo, ex nigga lame. When I get on these beats, yeah, I really go insane. Baby blowing up my phone, tryna see what I'm on. Smoking all exotic, got me feeling so gone. Yeah, she wanna hang out from dusk till dawn. Rolling up exotic and it's getting hella strong. Girl, you know I love you. Oh yeah, it's true. Girl, if you ever need me, yeah, I'll be there for you. Yeah, I love you, girl, you the one I want. Exotic weed, yeah, I'm rolling up his runs. Listen close, I'ma only tell you one. She a baddie, she the only one I want. She the only one I want. She a baddie, she the only one I want. Oh, she the only one I want. Shawty calling me saying come over right now. Yeah, I'll make it look easy, I don't know how. Girl, you looking so fine, I'm like, oh wow. Do my dance like I just scored a touchdown. Girl, I know how you feel. She just want true love, yeah, she want something real. Her heart I had to steal. Yeah, I beat it up right, baby, you know the deal.
All right, I like this track. I like what you're doing here. It's one of those tracks where I'm gonna give you, since it's your first time, I'll give you like some straight up type feedback on it, but I'm still gonna give you a nice little 8 on this because I like where the vibe is at here, and I like what you did lyrically, and overall the theme of the track was there. It wasn't working. Hold up, guys. I'll just post a link in there just so you guys can throw some stuff in. It should be working. They telling me that these links are good for 7 days now or something. I have no idea. But I like what you were able to do on this track, but if I'm going to give you some tough love on it, I would say where your vocals are at. It's not anything wrong with your delivery or cadence, but it is a more of like a monotone type flow in some different areas of the track where I think, you know, you can work on maybe thinking about, like I tell people a lot about a keyboard in their mind, right? That's something I'm big on. Following that melody a little bit with your voice is going to take your music up a level. It's going to make it sound, and actually AJ Burke was doing that too. That's why his cadence sounds really good in certain parts of his tracks, because he makes his voice hit different notes even while he's rapping, which is cool to hear, instead of just it sounding like there's being one note hit throughout. Not that it was out of key or anything, but yeah, that's something that you could work on, is the delivery of the physical bars themselves and what emotion you're trying to put into them as well. But I like what you did on this track, and I think it fits the vibe of the beat that, you know, this Prod Holmes producer put together for you. Perhaps that's what happened, or you found it online or whatnot. On this collab project, sound like the beat got a little repetitive too, but I like where the drum bounce is at, and I do think it with your voice over it did maintain consistency throughout, which is tough. Sorry, I'm having a hard time talk today too because I was a little food poisoned, I would say, last night. But we're doing it. I like where this track is at. Definitely I would go back to this one though and make sure those recordings are really down to a T. A lot of people that post stuff for feedback, sometimes for me it's like I want to hear a little bit more, not like effort, that's a terrible way to say it, but I want to hear like the time spent a little more on some of their tracks. Yeah, like a little bit more time spent on the tracks for sure. Yeah, it's just like a simple fix too, because I feel like Mr. Busy getting up. I feel like it's just like a time spent thing too, because if you just go back and look at the lyrics that you're hitting, there are certain parts where you want those lines to hit differently. You want them to hit with more emotion, and you want to make sure that you're getting the message across without sounding like you're just like talking it through. Because rapping, like, you should have that kind of tone where, you know, pitch is not really a crazy factor in most cases. With most flows like yours, I feel like you have like a very low tenor voice, so that doesn't help you out in that sense, but it does help you with not needing to have too much pitch correction on your vocals. So definitely think about the different parts on the track where you do want to bring emotion into it, though, because sometimes, you know, it gets distracting just listening to the same flow throughout, and it gets kind of like, you know, one track. It gives listeners like a one track mind. Oh, he's gonna hit me with the in it stuff again, isn't he? Yeah, just sing it. You could sing a tad, but you don't have to sing. You just want to make sure that you're like hitting lines. I got you, broski. I'm not gonna go too far into it, but I really like what you did there. Great first submission. I'd love to hear more for sure. Next up, we got Mr. Fomels with Close. If I'm butchering all of your names, I apologize in advance, but this one's called Close Draft 2. So still in the drafting phase.
Take a look, Ashton.
Rolling up the block when it was easier. Only thing that made me feel like home again. Now these days they getting real here. Money is the only thing we wanted us. Back when we were kicking, you would tease me now. Now we only talking if there's something wrong. Waiting for the time that you gon' see me now. Sorry if I always keep on hurting you, hurting you. Terrified to push you up, but I'm heading away, I feel it. Why you making me wait? I don't know. Put my trust in your faith, don't hold me close, closer than we did before. Need another chance. Oh, you know me. Next time I'll be there, close to you, closer and closer.
Look, I have no issue with Brits. All right, I'm just putting that out there. Crazy statement off the top, but no, I have no issue with the lingo. Okay, I was just using it last time as like a joke on stream, and I was catching strays from it. But that's all in the past. We're not going back to that. I like this track overall. I think this was a great follow-up. Yeah, I think this was a great follow-up track. He says, "Don't worry, I'm not a fairy." I didn't get that one, but we're going to continue. I think that was a good follow-up track to what we were just talking about, because on this track, Mr. Fomels did a great job of what I was talking about, you know, changing that pitch in his voice and making it not as monotone. And I even was like humming along to the melody as he was singing to kind of make sure that I was right about it for a second. But yeah, it was really clean. The mix on it, the only thing I would do is I'd maybe do some more backgrounds and maybe have like a steady background vocal on it, just so that way everything's coming through clean and everything's coming in through like audible in the mix as well. You know, the reverb didn't sound terrible. I thought for a second maybe it was a little too much, but it did its thing. I think the track did its thing mix wise. I think the beat did its thing, maybe a little bit slow, compared to the last track. Yeah, that's a good track to listen to. I think this Mr. Fomels does a great job with using his voice in the way I was talking about. It's a really hard track. I do like how slow it is, and I like the R&B style, man. Absolutely, bro. Keep up with that R&B style. It's definitely fitting for your voice as well. Sounds really good. Great stuff. I'm gonna go. I gotta give grading. I'm sorry. I gotta give grading. It's in my nature. I'm gonna go 7.5 just because I think that the next track you're gonna send into me is probably gonna be something that's like a 9, and I want to leave that room for improvement. But I also know that you probably have something in your arsenal that's gonna really stand out that you're just gonna post. Sometimes that encourage y'all to post something fire, and then I'll be vibing along to it. Throw it on my playlist type shit. This one's by Mr. Dills, new member. He's been active in chat. So let's listen to Let You Go, unreleased. It's not released yet.
Oh, I need a drink.
I lost my way, I lost my mind. I think of you nearly every night. I lost my eyes, I lost my sight. I still see you in all of my life. I kept you to your devices, bound to let me go. You try, I try, who did right here? I just need the phone. I can't tell her nothing right here. She lose full control. I can't stand it by you right there. Ashamed to let you go.
I can't let you go, the snow's deep. If I gave you everything your soul sees, would you walk round the earth just to hold me? Step out, roll deep, lie to the police. I'm still missing some things that your soul needs. Love and care you till we grow oldies. I got on one and you got up on both knees. Times were nice, but that was the old me. That was the old me newsing. I got too much papers the newsing. She bored my blood like Susan. Don't know what you're saying like fusion. Losing to my name from a killer. Heart and mind, my soul is a sinner. Stealing life, family's dinner. So many L's I can spell out winner.
I kept you to your devices, bound to let me go. You try, I try, who did right here? I just need the phone. I can't tell her nothing right here. She lose full control. I can't stand it by you right there. Ashamed to let you go.
Oh wow. All right, really strong track right here. And this was another great example of what we were talking about because yeah, Fomels, he does something similar to what you were doing. And actually, yeah, it's a great song because actually that moment where you go, like, you start here and you go, right? That's what I'm talking about with the pitch right there, right? You don't even have to remember what you're saying every single time you're doing that, but everybody's going to remember that cadence you had there, that delivery you had there of the lines. And that's something that sticks out. I want to listen to that track again. If you post this on Spotify, let me know. It's a great track. Overall, it's an 8.5. I do think it's a great track, but I did think it got a little tiny bit repetitive. But overall, delivery on the track was phenomenal. Lyricism was there. The theme was there. I like what you were able to do with your voice, definitely on this track. The different moments that you had vocally stood out to me. And the mix sounded pretty good as well. I would have to listen on my monitors, give you a full feedback on that. But I did hear some different variations in the mix throughout that sounded pretty solid, and the transitions between the different moments in the track and different points within the structure of the track also seemed pretty fluent. So that's always a good thing. 8.5 all day, man. We're only pumping out 8.5s, 9s. I think there's only been a few 9.5s, and it's really got to be, it's got to be a banger, as they say over. Yeah, no, I don't like to do that. I don't like to just say, oh, I like it, next track, because then what are you getting out of it? Yeah, get that 9.5, man. If I just say to all of y'all, like, oh, I really love the track, let's move on, then you're really getting nothing out of sitting here or watching the stream. So I'm not going to do that. I don't think that's fun for anybody. I think that's just kind of, at that point, just I'm sitting here listening to your music, which people like that too, but that's not my vibe. I like to give some production, engineering, and vocal feedback for sure. Let's get on to our boy, Mr. Nebs, with I Don't Know and M4A. Good segue there. You said, I like it, move on. So let's do that.
Don't know what you want from me. You smoking with me, there's no CBD, this WED. Don't get in a car, this is out of shit. You know you can't hang with me. Huh? All these niggas that be pocket watching, talking shit, they need to focus on that GED. They try to copy me, they got they pen and they paper, they not trying to be unique, just trying to steal the heat. They giving their life for the bands, man, that shit must be really cheap. No, I can't be no slave. Gotta control my name. I can't be in them chains. No, we not the same. Controlling my masters, that's the aim of the game. Don't know what you want from me. You smoking with me, there's no CBD, this WED. Don't get in a car, this is out of shit. You know you can't hang with me. I watch it dissolve, she smoking it all. Upgrade her to VIP. Don't know what you want from me.
Well. It sounded like a banger to me. I was heading on along to it, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I really like what you were able to do here with this one. It's short, but it's sweet, and it's clean as well. The mix is clean. I want to hear that back on my monitors, definitely sometime soon. But man, we are building some talent in this Discord. I'm not even gonna lie. We're getting a lot of good tracks. I don't know about y'all, but watching different streams, I hear a lot of meme tracks and different type things going on. I haven't really got too many of that, so I'm very impressed with what everybody's able to do. I like where you're at with this track vocally and the different wordplay you got on it. I do think it could be a little bit too wordy at times, right? But it brings itself back, and overall you delivered pretty well. Maybe going back and touching up some of those moments that do sound a little wordy. Rewrite maybe just a little bit, and even taking a word or two out is not always a bad idea. You can definitely alter your flow. You got the talent, you got the skill to do it, and you understand delivery and cadence, so that's going to be easy for you. I feel like I'm giving too much vocal advice tonight. Production wise on this, I did like the beat behind it. I feel like there's just like a lack of fullness in it, maybe, and that was the only thing. I wanted to hear the beat play a little bit more around you, and maybe the vocals could have been a little bit more full as well, so maybe that's why both of them just didn't sound very full. But once you get those things down, this is going to be a track that you should put out on Spotify. Maybe make it a little longer if you can, but yeah, definitely I would put this on a playlist. I'd start one of my streams with this track playing. Definitely. A lot of talent going on here, man. Yeah, great stuff. Let's keep it rolling with another one from Mr. Dills with the same cover art, I'm pretty sure. Am I wrong? Yeah, okay. This one's called East Life.
I was born in the East Life, make it to the West Side. When you're born in the East Life, bound to watch your friends die. I used to sleep through school just to stay up by my bedside. Cause I was born in the East Life, make it to the next life. I was born inside of East, only place that I amount to. Working class for the north, too off the road to go to south. Used to have to steal my shoes, only way to walk around. My gas and my electric came from pennies and from pounds. If a bed was too expensive, it was sleeping pills and loud. You're born into the riches, it's not hard to make her proud. Cause I was born inside of East, so I tell mama make it out. To my future and my family tree, I'm gonna make this sprout. It's time to make the difference where I'm from, it's hard to win it. Cause what's the cost of living if there ain't a spot to live in? Told to stray away from sinning, it's the only way to finish. Only competition's me, so keeping me consistent. It's hard to keep me true, all the shit we go through. If you told a mother's son is dead, could you break the news? Could you tell her on her birthday with all the pain in you? Now forever her worst day, she ain't blaming you. Would you tell her on the phone? Would you hear the shame come through? If I tried it face to face, don't know what I'd say to you. Cause your son, my brother, really helped me make my move. Stand up, take a fair go, a losing team. But I was born inside of East, everybody's got a story. Hitting rags to riches, using rags inside the Morleys. We're losing dads at 40 when the doctor says he's poorly. We're losing kids at 15 when the doctor says he's sporty. I was born in the East Life, make it to the West Side. When you're born in the East Life, bound to watch your friends die. I used to sleep through school just to stay up by my bedside. Cause I was born in the East Life, make it to the next life. In the place that I'm living, you're on benefits or drilling. Add the rules too much, we overdose on penicillin. Hang myself outside, I can't get blood on the linen. My mum would haunt my afterlife, I'd never hear the finish. I don't think I could do it, but there's millions that have. I went from cutting arms to cutting buds to cutting friends I never had. I went from chasing girls to chasing dreams, I've never looked it back. I lost my soul, I lost my body, now my shadow's in the drag. I went from checking what the plugs got, to running to the gunshots, to running up on stage and wondering if I would get shot. And low-key it's a peak life, I've seen it from the deep side. I've seen too many G-rides, I've seen too many G's died. I was born inside of East Side, I'll make it to the West Side. I'm trying to live the best life, but anything you see's fine. Keep it shut and be fine, be ready to beeline. Cause if mummy's calling, better get back for tea time. In the East Life, make it to the West Side. When you're born in the East Life, bound to watch your friends die. I used to sleep through school just to stay up by my bedside. Cause I was born in the East Life, make it to the next life.
All right. That was East Side by our new friend Dills. Dills. Yeah, I like this track as well. I think someone said in the chat, best thing anyone's ever said to me. Crazy. All right, Loki got a slight Dave flow. Okay, that's what he was saying it too. Yeah, I heard it too. I heard a little bit of a Dave flow. That could just be because I'm American, so I don't know the difference as much as I could probably give feedback on that. But yeah, I think that this track is a really solid track, and I like what you're doing stylistically. You know, it does give me that Dave flow, but it also gives me a U flow, which I like. I like how it's not just, you know, very UK basic drill, Central C. I forget who the other like top artists are over there that people try to mimic a lot. I like how you're doing something different with your style, and I like how you're doing something different with your flows, and your cadence and your lyricism, and you're not just hopping on the bandwagon. And I think you have some really unique style, like a really unique style to what you're doing, where this track didn't sound at all like the first track you posted. So that means that you're hitting different tracks and they're sounding pretty good, which is always a good sign. It's the same advice I had on the first one. I think that you do, while you're hitting these unique tracks and taking yourself outside your comfort zone, I think you could push yourself a little further outside that comfort zone to where you're, challenging yourself vocally a little bit more. Because it seems like these tracks work for your voice, but you seem like very comfortable in them. I think that maybe if you try something a little less comfortable for your voice, you could create something pretty insane and pretty special. And really testing what you have vocally, because it sounds like you're a really good singer also, could be something that works in your favor. I like what you did on this track, though. I think it's another solid 8.5. We want to push for that 9.5. I know you do. Yeah, but really polished track, man. I really love it. We do have some other UK, we'll call them rappers, in the Discord as well. So one of the good ones, one of my friends, Phantom. He's a mod in the Discord. He'll be back Tuesday. He's got some personal stuff going on, so I won't get into that, but he'll be back definitely. Yeah, you could send whatever you want, man. Non-mix and master tracks, definitely go for it. You're gonna get some feedback on the non-mix and master parts of it, but sometimes that also does help with like what I can hear, what's going on wise with your recordings too. So that's never a bad idea. Not Mixed just made it Larry June inspired. Nebs is back again with a song called Israel. Hopefully this is not too controversial, but that was bad. But let's just move on from that.
Go. Got kicked out the bank. Count my money so long. Bad little bitch from Israel. I told her that flat ain't long. Brown eyes, cute waist. She look like me alone. These niggas always wanna hate on me, but they know my money long. Watch your inner circle. That's your ammunition. Make sure when shit get hard, they ain't missing. On that low distance, I'm trying to keep game. I just hope you listen. We just got one aim. Get straight to the millions. Hasta luego, to the pesos, to the bankroll. Bitch in my bed, yo, the lay-ho. I'm feeling rare, Galileo. Niggas be soft like some Play-Doh. Come around the game, we don't play ho. And they catch a hat if I say so. If you think I'm pussy, you gon' have to show. They always gon' talk they shit, but don't got shit on me. I'm always gon' get that money with no college degree. I'm always gon' smoke that saw when I be counting trees. The big boss calling, I can't let it read. Every time that money be calling my phone, I stack up 20 G. I'm always thinking about that money. I even get paid to go out to eat. Put video X in my mouth to show them all that they talk shit. Don't be trying to compare where you can't compete. Got kicked out the bank. Count my money so long. Bad little bitch from Israel. I told her that flat ain't long. Brown eyes, cute waist. She look like me alone. These niggas always wanna hate on me, but they know my money long.
Yeah, I like this one. I like this one too, and I agree with somebody in the chat that says just need to touch it, or you said that, just need to touch it up and whatnot, rough around the edges for sure. But I see where the idea and the direction is going with this track, and I think it's a catchy track. I think you did your thing. I didn't really quite grasp the message as well as I could have, but I do like the message altogether, like the theme, and it does sound like a really good track lyrically. So I think once that mix is touched up, there's gonna be a lot less distracting me from what's going on with that. But Yeah, I like the track overall. I think I like the direction where it's going. Definitely mess around with an EQ on your vocals a little bit. You can even get away with, bumping up just the low end and some of the mids inside of your voice a little bit more and taking the tiny bit of the high end out. I do hear some points where it goes into that vocal range where it's almost inaudible, but that's just how it's being recorded in. I don't know how to explain that completely, but that's a thing. But I like where it's headed. I don't think from where it's at mix wise that it says not mixed, but I did hear maybe some slight auto tune. If not, you have really good natural tone. I don't know how else to put that in there, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like it needs too much touch-ups auto-tune wise or anything like that. So where it's at, it's not bad. I just think once you get that mixed all polished up, it's going to be a really clean track. Overall, for where it's heading, where it's at now, I put it at maybe a 7.8. To be fair, I don't want to give you a 7.5, but I don't want to give you an 8 because I see the direction it's heading. But I think before you release it, you definitely want to do some things and touch it up and work on it just a little bit. Put that time in, put that work in. Throw it on Spotify on the same album as that last track you posted, and I'll add the whole album I'll add some of the songs on the album. I don't know if there's going to be 8 songs or what, but I'll add them to a stream playlist. Definitely. I like where these are headed. Dills, your tracks too are sounding pretty good as well. If they're on Spotify, let me know. See Your Face by Dills is up next. Speaking of the devil, let's hear what he's got for us with this one.
My chest somehow.
Your bitter lies, no sinner's eyes, only the night who's to survive. I could see you holding out on me. I can see your open pages. I can see you holding down on me. I can see your open face. I can see you're broken hearted. I can see you need replacing. I can see your over scarring. I can see your face. I can see you holding out on me. I can see your open pages. I can see you holding down on me. I can see your open faces. I can see you're broken hearted. I can see you need replacing. I can see you're over scarring. I can see your face. I can see you never started. No, 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 no. I can see you never wanted. No, 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 no. I can see you're broken hearted. I can see you need replacing. I can see you're over scarring. I can see your face. Let me see your face. Oh, you can see my face. Oh, let me see your face. Oh, I can see you've gone cold-hearted. I can see you need some changes. With rows of empty bottles, I can see that you need saving. Loose dress and empty collars, I can see that you've been playing. No, no, no. I can see you holding out on me. I can see your open pages. I can see you holding down on me. I can see your open faces. I can see you're broken hearted. I can see you need replacing. I can see you're over you're starring. I can see your face.
Crazy track. Crazy for you saying in the chat that you didn't do no mixing, nothing on this. Vocal control sounded ridiculous on this track. Yeah, it sounds like you know, you really are motivated and you know what you're doing with your vocal control. You know what you're doing with these tracks, man. I heard some background vocals on there that were mixed in a little bit and they sounded pretty good. So I like where this track is at. Definitely polish this thing up, clean it up. Man, that was a crazy track. That track is sounding like it's gonna come out really hot. It's gonna man, you gotta advertise the heck out, promote the hell out of this as you're working on it too. And I can't wait to see what you do with this track. You're hitting 9 on this one. He'd buy that. DJ Pex would buy that. I see that. Yeah, I loved it. You saw me smile at the end because that ending part, I didn't know if there was going to be variation there or not, and it came in really hot, and that had me moving. So that means you're on the right track, definitely with this one. Definitely mess around with, you know, like also like an EQ on your vocals just a little bit, you know. Nothing that really like jumped out. But when you get that full mix on there, touch up the EQ just a tad. Because it sounds like there's certain spots where the beat's kind of getting drowned out. But that's about it. I think you know what you're doing pretty much with your mixing and all that stuff. All that fun stuff. Let's move on to our friend Allie. And let's see, she just finished recording, so she don't know, or this is Alex maybe? It's just, I'm just reading it like that. Tell me what you want, producer Sudoth. Sudot, okay, too much going on there. Sudu, to be honest. Too much going on there with the wordplay maybe on the producer name, but we'll get to it. Tell me what you want. Find Alex is the artist, and we got some cool fish. We got Finding Nemo on the cover. If you guys can't see him, he's there.
Yeah, don't you know me? Yeah, all my shit like you know me. Yeah, like you don't even know me. Yeah, but my lonely, yeah, they never know me. Acting like I always to act like they don't know me. And I don't got no time for apologies. So if I'm feeling sorry, would you bother me? I'm feeling free, and my city got no keys. But the love is real, that's the only thing I need. Okay, on the street, we pull up a piece, yeah. Couple beers, couple beats, couple memories, yeah. As you never saw me here when I was back there, yeah. Sun was shining in the sky, but it was not clear, yeah. Couple ones moved on, but they're not there, yeah. Your heart's made of stars, don't care what they say. And we gon' live today forever. You and me shine through any weather, hey. And we gon' live today forever. Up from above, it's falling like feathers. Do it all for you and I do it for the better. All that shit I did, yeah, now I would never. I just wanna run away down to the drop. Easy coming, easy go, there's nothing at the top. Moving on and make a sound, this shit don't ever stop. Every day is yours, so tell me what you want. I just wanna run away down to the drop. Easy coming, easy go, there's nothing at the top. Moving on and make a sound, this shit don't ever stop. Every day is yours, so tell me what you want. Tell me what you want, tell me what you want, yeah, yeah. Tell me what you want, tell me what you want, yeah, yeah. Tell me what you want, tell me what you want, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was saying, drop in the chat if you're from the UK, where you're from in the UK. I want to know. I'm very confused about all the different spots in the UK. I know someone from Birmingham. I know there's like different sections of London and type thing. If someone wants to explain to me different parts, go for it. I don't get all the lingo going on with the different town names and different things. But this was Find Alex with Tell Me What You Want. I think it's a pretty solid track. I think it's one of those tracks that we were talking about before where you did your thing. I think, you have a good sense of where your vocal control is at, and I like that. I just think that maybe it's a comfortable track for you, for what, I think your voice can do. And I think the mix didn't do you justice. The vocals didn't sound as full as I wanted them to sound on a track like this. But the beat definitely fit your style, and I enjoyed the vibes. I like that we got a lot of like R&B type artists in here as well, because I love listening to those kind of tracks. It's kind of like my area of where I kind of fall into where I listen to music as of recently. I listen to all genres though. But overall, yeah, I like what you did here. You said you're from Sweden, I believe, in the chat. So, I like that. I like that as well. We're getting some new faces from new places in the Discord. Bang, bang, bang. Great track. I like the fish on the cover also. So that's really cool. Yeah, I like what you did here. I think there needs to be some touching up of the mix, and then it'll be a great track. And maybe feel free to challenge yourself vocally. I say that a lot because it's true. A lot of artists, they kind of find their comfort spot, their bag, and then they don't really work out of their comfort zone. But that's going to help you really find where you can go stylistically, or where you can get to. No, yeah, I got you, man. Keep posting some of your stuff, man, because we're going to be doing a lot of these streams. Been screaming the last couple days. That's crazy. Okay. All right. You're going to bring some emo vibes to the Discord too. I like that. Nebs, let's get you in here again with All Talk. Is this just, let me know if this is just an idea or whatnot also, or where the mixer master's at on this.
Talking a lot. You say you got them guns, is you sparking or not? I thought that he was with it, he just barking a lot. We roll up to your city, tryna turn up the notch, yeah. As a youngin', we were taught how to go. Learn to be a man, learn how to stand on your own. I don't think they gave me a jacket, slide on my own. Early wake up morning call, the sound of my chrome. Shoot some, get in the field, don't just talk about it. Don't just talk about it. Shoot some. Get in the field, don't just talk about it. Yeah, shoot some. Don't just talk about it. Show on the road, let's go. Since like day one, I've been strapped up, I've been ready to ride. I'm losing control. No, really be about it, don't you scream about it. They say they gon' do this and do that, but we all highly doubt it. Ain't it funny how the scary ones always end up the loudest? I'ma have to teach them about a war, cause they know nothing about it. Did you lose something? I think it was your courage. You should pick it up and use some. I'm not with the bluffing. Been about the action. I don't see a need for a discussion. Shoot some. Get in the field. Don't just talk about it. Yeah, shoot some. Don't just talk about it. Shoot some. Get in the field. Don't just talk
right, that was all talk. That's yeah, that one sounded good. Shout out, you said in the track in the chat that the song for sure is almost done. I'd put it at the same spot. I think for the genre and what you're going for, the leveling on it is pretty good. Just needs that clean master and a little bit more polishing yet to go. But I like where this track is sitting. This is an 8.5. I really like what you're bringing so far. Definitely post more for these streams because I want to hear what you got in terms of if this is an album you're working on or something like that. It seems like you have a few different genres you lean to, and you have a pretty well-versed range of styles, so that's always interesting. Yeah, not much to give feedback on this one besides that it sounds really good. Maybe there could be some more moments where you kind of break out vocally, and I was waiting for it as the song progressed. I wanted to hear like that moment where you kind of break out, and I hear you really giving it your all singing wise. I think you delivered a single moment like that on the track, but I don't think there was like a really big breakout moment. Yeah, big album. Watch out, because this man's dropping a hot album, and it's coming soon. Let's get on to our friend Pex with the track Flame On. Can you let me know in the track, in the chat, why I keep messing them up? Less than a year, so first project. That's cool. For mine, that's where I got to so far. Started about 6 hours ago, but producing 1 year so far. But DJ a long time, so a couple of radio shows and shit. Okay, yeah, that's really cool, bro. It sounded really good. It sounded like you know what you're getting into and that you got some experience in the game, so definitely keep posting some stuff, bro. Flame On by Pex. See what we got from you today. We call unfinished tracks that we're not going to go back and finish. They get vaulted.
Yo, tell me what I go on. Big 4-5 in the palm. Big 4-5. Big 4-5 in the flame on. Yeah, run round here. Sewage and scum round here. Babylon I get bun round here. Yeah, you know we've had enough round here. Yeah, run round here. Sewage and scum round here. Babylon I get bun round here. Yeah, you know we've had enough round here. Tell me what I go on. Big 4-5 in the palm. Big 4-5 with the flame on. Second and seas, my brother. You don't wanna show that's horror. Lead, proper, head, shoulders, knees. Shut up, roll ya proper. Yo, second and seas, my brother. Yo, big 4-5 with the flame on. Yo, tell me what I go on. Big 4-5 in the palm. Yo, big 4-5. Big 4-5 with the flame on. Every selector life done, heartbeat done, everything done, sound clash done, argument done, from my team ton of every sound where run. Yo, every selector life done, heartbeat done, everything done, sound clash done, argument done, from my team ton of every sound where run. Tell me what I go on. Big 4-5 in the palm. Big 4-5 with the flame on. Criminals move in silence. Devilish I walk with a trident. Criminals move in silence. Champion team full of migrants. Make your brain fly like pilots. Yo, big 4-5. Criminals move in silence. Big 4-5 with the flame on.
Okay, I like that. Please let us know in the chat who you're talking about, who the singer on it is. I like the vibes of this. What's it? Wait. Not Abracadabra. Okay. Yeah, no, I like it. I like that you gave me the pretext of saying that you were a DJ, because I could see, you know, the different stylistic choices you made on the physical beat and the production side of things. It does sound like a remix of something. Yeah, I like this a lot. Let us know who the artist is, though, in the chat, so I can give feedback on that. But I like what you did here. I don't know if it's an acapella you threw over top. That's what I'm kind of curious about. Let me know if it's a acapella you just threw on top of the beat, or what the vibe was with that. Was it just an acapella? Let me know in chat. I like the vibe of the track. I like the beat and the different variation that was going on. I did hear some panning effects. I don't know how panned they were or whatnot, but it seemed like it was moving around my ears a decent bit, which I like. I like the vibe. I think there could have been some different things changed up with the structure to maybe add some more variation, but that's where I'm at with it. I think like the drum bounce maybe could have been changed in certain sections, or there could have been like some down tempo sections. But okay, you bought the rights to the acapella beat from scratch. Yeah, okay, so I see what you did there. Yeah, the mix sounded good on it too. It didn't sound like anything really popped out. I think you accomplished your goal with this one, and it sounds pretty good, and it showcases what you're able to do from a production standpoint, which I like. It's a really good showcase. I think where it's at, it's a nice 8 for me, because yeah, I do think it could be like a club track. I don't know its application in the sense of posting that on like Spotify or anything like that, but I do think it would be one of those tracks that's like, it's like a cool club track or party track. You know, you could play that at a function and it'll get people a little bit up in vibes. For sure, man. Keep posting your stuff, bro. I want to hear more of what you got. I want to hear more from everybody. And before I move on to the next track here, do not forget to follow the Twitch and to join the Discord. We will be hosting some events in the Discord and on Twitch, and be doing some judging on some events as well in the near future. As well as we always have our weekly submission stream, which will be later. I hopped in because I told people I was going to hop in last night, and they had posted some tracks to be played. So I hop in, and I'm doing this little stream now for them. As well as anybody that got lost in it, because I got some food poisoning last night. Tough story. But yeah, I do like what you guys have been submitting all day. So make sure to join in. I can see some of you producers getting involved in some of these challenges as well. And 9:30 Eastern time, 9:45 tonight will be the weekly submission stream, which I have to go back through. It's in a separate queue and whatnot, and I have to listen to a bunch of tracks from artists that have been posting every week, and from you guys as well. That'll be like the main stream. I have a big announcement coming on that tonight as well. It's always available for playback, so don't forget to join up and follow. Sorry for the little promotion moment, but it has to be done. It has to be done here and there. Oh. Yeah. And hopefully some of our other moderators are coming back this week. Just had some guys that got busy and there were different things going on. All right. Where are we at? We're at PEX. Now we're on to Dills with Drive Master. Unreleased. Attempt at American hype music. All right. Well, I can give you some good feedback on American hype music. That's kind of where I lie. But Drive Master is this one.
I got that drive drive to drip or drown. Drop that to the ground, spin around. My kingdom, I got my kingdom and my crown. Bringing pressure like I'm stage performance. Build that bridge, that arch enormously. And if I felt the boredom, start again just like I got that drive to drip or drown. I could never fail. Diamond rings, money hidden in the shadows, missing tails. Copped in purple, not the other two, so missed out most of secondary. The only pen's the ones to sign. I don't want penitentiary. So what if I need to scrap? Jabs come in like metal. I feel normal, but some people tell me I'm alone or mental. But it's fine, me, myself and I, cause all the others left. Got regrets, wasted years of life to leave her by a text. It's okay, cause I found my angel and she is the best. I confess, me, myself and I is me, myself and sex. Me, myself and sex has turned me talking back to all my ex. My jealous ex, familiar text, the halo's back, but I'm not blessed. And she's cool, she's a solid 7. Hope it's not on craps, but if we play in Monopoly, my chance to take her back. I'm so glad that she's not a 4, I'd go to income tax. I'm so glad that she's got a back like vandals there to crap. Got that drive like a swing for par, aiming for the stars. Got that drive like a foreign car, the roof's now made of stars. And it's mad where this life is going, money don't stop flowing. And I know, yeah, I fucking know it. When she's down to blow it, had to drop that interview, I had to go and blow it. And it's mad, low-key sad, I'll be richer than my dad. Low-key gas, so like pad, ultimate, I'm to the max. Going max, charge them in, now my inside's on the skin. I got that drive like a Sega Mega, quitting this no never. What I do it for the better. Change on me like weather, wish a fool told me stay in school before you lose the tool. Now a fool's telling me to back him, better bring the tool. Time to craft, where's the recipe? Lines been crossed on territory. Watch out for the enemy, but you're friends with the enemy. So watch out for the time people you inspire. So watch out for the snake, watch out for the liar. And it's mad. Ha ha ha. Tell him again. And it's mad. I said, one day I'll be richer than my motherfucking dad.
Whoa, that was crazy. I like the sound of that. Definitely. I think you hit nail on the head with this one. Dills, you can finally have that 9.5 that you've been looking for on a track like this. The only negative feedback I would have on the track is the physical beat itself. I know, crazy. Yeah, you got that. You got that. That got it. That had me nodding the whole time. You can ask chat too. I was bopping along to it. I think it has a very aggressive flow to it. It hits that mark with the aggressive flow. The only thing that had me, I'm bumping it down to a 9. I'm gonna bump it down to a 9 now. Now that people are talking, I'm bumping it down to a 9 only because the beat on this, I felt like the snare was really loud and had like a weird reverb effect to it, and the hi-hat was a little too subtle for where I wanted to hear it. It was a fire track all day long. I like the aggressive flow. No, I'm not giving it an 8.5. I'm giving it a 9. It was just, I'm pretty sure you're not making the beat. Did you make the beat on it? The reverb, the reverb on the track, it's on the snare or whatever was going on there. It was a little too much, and it was a little loud for where the leveling was compared to the hi-hat. Like if you think about how people play drums, right? Maybe think about that a little bit when you're processing them. But that's, yeah, mad talented folks up in here. Even with the main queue every week with that weekly stream I was talking about, it's the same thing. It's everybody in here so far has been hitters. It's been surprising me because I can tune into some of these other streamers sometimes, and a lot of meme tracks and different talent levels, I feel like. And in here I'm getting a lot of bangers. So really, really good stuff with this track for sure. I like that actually aggressive flow for your voice. You buy beats, yeah. Yeah, that one could have been a little bit better on the production side of things with just a beat, but that's not on you. Yeah, really cool track. Ham Gone Wild, really good track. A lot of talent up in this Discord. Nebs again with Better Than You, and then we'll get on to Mr. Orlando Jacob, and then maybe we got time for 2 more submissions after that, and then 7:50, so 25 minutes I got left, and then I gotta hop off, unfortunately, until the 9:45 stream that'll be going on tonight, which is the weekly stream, Eastern time, if anybody's interested in that. But this is Better Than You by Nebs. Make sure to follow and join in the Discord.
Your cuteness is not gonna get you to
far in life.
Ian, where you at? Who are you to decide for me how to spend my time, how to spend my life? I do it better than you. Why are you always hating? Is it worth it? You mad cause everything I do is always better than you. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. You mad cause everything I do is always better than you. I would hate to be you. You see how that ain't got you nowhere. I can't go to sleep at night, these niggas got me scared. Like, I don't give a fuck, I know it's heavy in the air. I know I'm on their mind every time that they stop and stare. Well, your mind always on me. You better get off your lies and get up and grind, homie. Don't go hold your hand, you ain't got no time, homie. Learn how to be a man and you might just shine, homie. You mad cause everything I do is always better than you. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. You mad cause everything I do is always better than you. I would hate to be you. So please just face your life. I don't see how you walk around with that much bite. Sit back and take a chill pill, relax for the night. You might just be surprised by what you might find. You mad cause everything I do is always better than you. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. You mad cause everything I do is always better than you. I would hate to be you. You mad cause everything I do is always better than you. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. You mad cause everything I do is always better than you. I would hate to be you.
Mario, if you want to get into the queue, I know I just put in the Discord that it's closed right now, but I could fit you in. I got time. I could fit you in. Most definitely. Just throw it in there, and I'll make sure to play it. I'll just have to remember for tonight's stream later on that I already played it, which I have a system for that, so it works. Better Than You by Nebs. Nebs, you underwhelmed me with this one, man. I hate to put it like that. I think this one was even more comfortable than the last few, but I still think it does a great job on it. But I'm just gonna be more harsh on you because you posted such fire to start off the stream today, and yeah, I like where it's at. I just think that there's a lot more that could be done with this track, and if you go back, re-record, polish it up, maybe add some background vocals to some certain spots, that could be a fire move. But overall, I thought the track sounded hot. But I'm gonna give this one an 8. This ain't sitting with those 8.5s that I was hearing before. Yeah, that was a really comfortable track for your voice, and what I was saying before about like you taking your vocals and challenging yourself with your vocal control is going to set you on a path, for war, really, and destruction in the music game. So definitely push yourself a little more and challenge yourself vocally with some of these tracks. I like where this one is at for sure. Mario, you could, like I said, you can get in there in that queue as well. Just post below where I closed it. I'm taking 2 more tracks after the queue closure, and that's it. But let's make them some new heads that just joined in. You could send a song in if you're just joining in, but make sure you follow as well. I just sent the Discord link in the chat. If you were able to get that, we have our little stream feedback queue in there, and that's where I kind of run it out of. Let's get to Acasio here with Geek. Let's keep it moving here. So we can get people some feedback. Yeah, I'll play a track before I end out the stream that of my own too. And yo, what's up to these new fellas that are popping in? Feel free to post tracks. I'm gonna record the weekly stream tonight as well. If I don't get you in on this queue before my time, it's because I got some things to attend to. If I don't get to it now, I'm gonna get to it later. I promise. I'm streaming tonight, doing my weekly stream about 9:30, 9:45 Eastern time. I know it's late, but I have things to do in between. But I promise I'll get to your tracks. I'm going to get to the tracks I said I'm going to get to. That's why we're speeding through. This was another great submission from a newbie in the Discord as well, Mr. Lando Jacob, a.k.a. Casio, with Geek. I like where this track is at. I think it's a fun track. I think I really can tell that you have fun making the track. And I do like the style that you're bringing with the different feel to what you're doing with your vocal mix. It's not as like clean, and it has like auto-tune and stuff on it, and I like that. Sometimes I feel like it's a style that, you know, if you're good at it, you're good at it, and it sounds like you do have a good voice for how you're using it. I like where this track is at. It's a vibe, and I see where it fits into music. So overall, great submission. I think you had some good variation with the vocal effects going on throughout the track as well. Maybe the beat was a little overpowering to your voice, could be a little fuller, but that's where I'm at with this one. Absolutely, my friend. Moving on to your second submission here. Let's get to Running by Acasio. We're not speed running them, but we are certainly going through them. My bad, y'all. All right. Yeah. Seems like it's just the outro going on there, not to take anything away from the track. I agree. I agree with the auto-tune being too much on this. Before we get into this one, though, make sure there is that weekly stream submission tonight. I always recorded everything. Throw that into the weekly submission stream submission tab for later on as well, but you can also throw them here. I'm going to play what I can until we get to the time limit tonight. And once the tracks I promised, if you're still in here, don't forget to follow as well, though. We'll be doing some events and stuff, and join the Discord. You'll see in the Discord if you joined in. With this track, it is the auto-tune for me. Definitely take some retune speed out of there and the accentuation in your voice up. I don't know what you're using to mix, but it was taking all of the tone out of your voice on this particular track, which I thought it was doing the opposite in a sense of what the first track you posted was doing, where vocals didn't seem full. Vocals seemed a little too full here, and it really I think it also let the auto-tune sound almost like it was too much in a sense too. It made like the imperfections in the mix stand out a little bit more just because the vocals were louder. Hopefully y'all can hear me. My thing was turned down a little bit, but yeah, I think when the vocals are too loud, that's when you can really hear those little imperfections in it, because I don't think it was over the top. I just think because the vocals were loud, it was distracting. And some of the stuff in the mix as well that I noticed is certain moments in the hook where there's different layers in the background that are kind of clashing with what the lead hook is kind of saying lyrically, which was kind of distracting at some points, like background vocals and different things being said that were running into it. And I don't know if that was a delay effect or something like that, but could use a limiter or something on the delay on this track if that's what that was. So that way it's not overpowering your vocals in certain spots. But that's where I'm at with this track. I like where it's headed, or if it's finished, but it's definitely a bop. It's definitely a vibe. I'm giving this one an 8 as well. I like your style. Let's get on to Dills with this track here, Heartless Master. Speed running it. We're speed running it.
Heart's gold, man, silver, my heart's less heartless. Stuck inside this dark mess. The hand-me-downs got bad, I became armless. I made a name on stage, who became the target. Armed deaf, the day could be my biggest. The day could be my biggest last breath. A past of a death and a past to forget. I'm living with the master regrets. I keep my heart on my sleeve so my words heartless. I don't think I have a broken heart. I've had a lonely life and started with the troubled path. I had a couple hungry nights, mum she didn't starve. A face in the dark, a face of the past. The threat of friendly, you're ashamed with a laugh. You're breaking an arm to be avoiding hand-me-downs. You're rolling round but try and put some food on the table to make mum proud. You're going out to sell some loud, crack some cars and bail some out. Gotta firm it when an L's hand out. When it's time to sell out, don't snitch and sell out. 2 L's made me well now. Hit a top then fell now. I met a higher power and I said I cannot sell now. Kinda hard to keep a faith, there's so much poor in the world. South Korea, Congo, Chad and all the wars in the world. I wonder will I make it there when I was born in this world? Why be clean, sex, drugs, all the porn in the world? If I am rich in love, is that a metaphor? Am I in love because I'm rich and drive a better Porsche? Or am I rich without a love and feel regrettable? I should have listened to your voice and been amendable. I'm too dependable, I choose my path and go my way. I need a sword to borrow, lost my head and sent astray. I was a sweetheart, bipolar made a bit of me. If I'm as well as I can be, is that my simile? I'm turning 20 at that age where you're happy and free. But at the way my life is going, I'm just happy to breathe. Others planning out their future, it's a big road to see. Will I be an artist or the front of World War III? Or at the front of her shows to be supportive and to see her? She's wearing short shorts to pre her. Bang her backstage, crash around the set. I'm dominating, I'm a leader. Bang on the matapia. Focused on the learning and the Elvin choir ever since. You're prejudiced, the can't lie, I blame Steph for this. Could be Jack, Kieran's mum, or even Sully's cousin. Blood it runs thick, money really runs the plunder. To show that trust ain't shit, been having fearful slumbers. With all the demons around, it's hard to find the thunder.
Yeah, I liked it. I like the beat was vibey on it. It's an 8.5 for me, and here's why. I think that it gave me a similar vibe as the last track. The beat was actually really vibey on this. I did like your flow on this. I like how your cadence and delivery always is really like a standing out point. But I felt like there was a lot of build up for this track throughout as it was going along, and I was waiting for that moment where you get like really aggressive and really hit some memorable lines. And it's not that you didn't hit any memorable lines and that I didn't like, the structure of the track. It was just, I felt like there was an opportunity there for you to kind of have an aggressive moment like you had on the previous track, and it kind of felt like that was left out. So if you were to throw these on like an album together, I might choose the last track before that you sent over this one, definitely, to listen to if I was gonna pick between which one I wanted to listen to. Just because I like those like aggressive breakdowns that you were able to do on some of those earlier tracks. But overall, I really like this. I think it's a really good vibe. Let's keep it on moving though, since we're trying to get some other tracks in here too. This is Onic with Hell Yeah. JC McDouble, I saw you followed. Thank you for that, my friend. Let's get to your track here. I like the puppets and the visuals on this so far. My bad, y'all. His name is 1K.
1K, you walking paraphernalia. I can smell ya. I know you can't really tell ya. 1K, you look so familiar. I'm a demon, came from hell, yeah. All my bitches screaming, hell yeah. Say she wanna take a plane now. She wanna spend some money, I'm like, hell yeah. I'm like, baby, get inside. She like, hell yeah. She like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. All my niggas came from hell yeah. Come around and we might snap, boy, the hell yeah. She like, where you at? I might show her late. I might spend some pay. I might get you cake. Had to tell the girl that I'm gon' get you what you need. This shit took some time, baby, now I'm in the league. This shit perfect timing, I'm a fucking G. That money off around me, can't hang, walking me for now, yeah. I can smell ya. I know you can't really tell ya. 1K, you look so familiar. I'm a demon, came from hell yeah. All my bitches screaming hell yeah. Say she wanna take a plane now. She wanna spend some money, I'm like hell yeah. I'm like, baby, get inside. She like hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All my niggas came from hell yeah. Come around and we might snap, boy, the hell yeah. Hell yeah.
This is a certified hood classic.
I like that track a lot. I like what you were able to do here. And I don't know if you are the artist or that's you. 1K. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I like this track altogether, and I think it's really solid. I think the leveling on it's phenomenal too. I'd have to hear it on my stereo and in the car and all that to give you like a really solid feedback on that, but everything in the mix sounded like it was in the right spot, and it sounds good musically, and it's memorable. There's a lot of good memorable lines in there. The refrain paraphernalia fits in there. It's memorable. I don't think anybody's gonna forget that. Hell yeah. That part when you said that, a lot of good emotion in there as well. Yeah, I really like this as a first track for you to pose for me. I'd love to hear more of stuff you're working on too, so that way I can give you more feedback on everything going on within your music, right? I like to say, like, after the first track, people always post their best songs, for the most part. The people will post their best tracks, and then the second, third track are like the ones that are kind of like, they really want to dive into that feedback. Yeah, I can see what you're saying, Dills, but not the biggest fan of double rhymes, and they're hella subjective, but, it does it. He does his thing on this track, and it sounds catchy, and it's a very, like, anthemic type track in a way. I think that's kind of what the vibe of the track is, so it does its thing in that sense. It's an 8.5 from me. I'm excited to see what you post, for maybe later on stream or of stream in the future, but really good work on this. Clap it up. I gave you a little certified hood classic already as well. Let's get to my friend here, Viuda, new to the Discord and to Twitch as well. Don't forget to follow my friend. I saw McDouble did. Thank you for that. This is Free for Life. Let's hear what he's got for us today. Man, you guys with your 3-minute tracks.
Tell me, are you sure that our love can't go places without a choice?
Didn't mean to throw some strings.
I've been with too many whores. I'd rather stick with you, 'cause our love ain't a choice. Baby, you know you're all on mine. I'm fantasizing. Take me to your home paradise between the lines. Have you a wine, relax your mind, your day was fine. Tell me you're mine, what's on your mind? I'm free for life. Yell my name when you need me. Free for life, I'm yours. Forever, forever, forever. Call my name when you need me. Fight on me, it's forever, forever, forever. Sometimes it's better when I'm alone with you. Gives time to better how what goes in you. Although I hate myself when I'm alone without you. Baby, I need you now, so without you. I'm high when I'm with you. Baby, I need you forever, ever, ever. I'm blind in the mirror, but you see my affections, affections, affections. Yell my name when you need me. For life, I'm yours. Forever, forever, forever. Call my name when you need me. Fight on me, it's forever, forever, forever. Yell my name when you need me. For life, I'm yours. Forever,
That was Free for Life by Vuda. Yeah, I thought the mix on this was fire. I think it's a hot track altogether. I mean, there's a crazy line. I want to hear it back just so I remember.
That our love can't go places without a choice. I've been with too many whores.
I don't know if you punched in there, man, but that's maybe one of those lines. It's like it totes the line, and maybe it's too much. You know, you might get canceled for that. You might, I can see like you get like down the line in music career, and somebody might hear that bar and be like canceled. Like, you know, just gotta be careful with, not like canceled. Not like canceled. It's just like it's kind of like a funny. I like that it's kind of like a funny bar too, but it's also just like, it seems like you just punched in. I can't tell.
That our love can't go places without a choice. I've been with too many whores, rather.
Yeah, it's just like it's. Okay, laugh factor to it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, like even auto mob when you typed it in there was like ooh, it's like an offensive term on my end. So it's like it's one of those like shock value bars also. It's just like, I guess like it depends on where, you know, what your lingo is and different meanings of it like throughout the world, but I know like the connotations of it. Saying like bars like that could be negative, right? Because like then if you're, you know, for instance, if you're with a girl and you're saying, and she listens to your song and you have that song on there, she might not be like too happy about it. Especially when it's like if it was like it was an in your face bar. I don't have any issues with it. I'm not trying to give out any strays for it. I'm just saying like maybe, yeah, like, yeah, I see. No, I understand. I'm not trying to throw any strays out for you using the term, but I you know, it's one of those things I might go back and change up just a little bit, just to make it more fitting, because I think this track has a really like anthemic type vibe to it, and it's one of those tracks where it'd be kind of a nice track for anybody of all ages to listen to, and it's very soothing. So I think in terms of like the genre, it's not really like a hitter bar that I wanted it to be. That was the only thing with it, because I think, you know, like it's a track my dad would listen to on his car ride home from work, but then if he heard that bar, like, you know, he'd turn it off type thing, because, you know, he's really old. So, but I think this is a track that they can kind of get down with as well. Yeah, it's an age universal song, and I think it could have that age appropriate vibe. You give me the Weeknd type vibe just a little bit too, with the way your track sounded, and you found the vocal pockets on that track really nicely also. So shout out to that, because that's a tough thing to get down. I love it, man. You have a really smooth voice. I can't wait to hear more tracks from you and what you do with your voice, because your vocal control is pretty insane. So keep up the good work, bro. I'm not hearing if TBH Drew is here anymore, so I'm gonna play the outro track. I've been too much giving into this peer pressure of playing people's tracks too late. He'll get played on the next stream. I'll make sure of it. The stream later on that's recorded anyway. I don't know if you're here. Speak now, forever hold your peace, my friend. TTB Drew. My bad. He's not here. That's what I'm hearing. Now you feedback me. All right, he's obviously not here. It's just a little fun track I did with my buddies. I'll do it as the outro. You guys can give me your feedback on it. It's got 3 of us on it. This is actually a very toxic track, so I think it's kind of fitting now after I threw some strays at you for that bar. So.
Hey, Blaze.
You've done did it again.
Don't tell me that you need me when you're hot and then you're cold. Say you wouldn't leave me, then you let me all alone. Now I feel alone.
it's okay. It was just a game, it was just a game. Summer's getting cold, it'll never be the same. Go ahead and take a photo with your bitch. Had a feeling when you know though. I don't want it, so I kept it on the low low. Hop up in the Uber, I'ma take you better robo. Bounce up on my dick like the pole. It's like Tuesday, I was thinking about my ex-girl Julie. Back in 8th grade, took her to the movies. Now I see her posting pictures of her boobies. What the fuck happened, man? It's too late. Yeah, it's too late for the money and fame. I swear to God, you better stay in your lane. Honestly, you said I changed, but I'm staying the same. I'm in a Honda Civic, but I'm never switching the lane. I ain't never gonna switch when I get the fame. I get the range, I got the scope, I got the aim. Put it on your brain and I make that splat. Hot and cold, you's a bitch and you goddamn whack. And that's tell me that you need me when you're hot and then cold. Say you wouldn't leave me, then you let me all alone. Now I feel alone, now I feel alone. When the night's long and you know it's getting cold. Don't tell me you gon' leave me, then you gonna try to stay. Tell me that you hate me, then you tell me it's okay. It was just a game, it was just a game. Summer's getting cold, it'll never be the same, yo.
And her name was Vanessa, and I wanna undress her. Fuck you hard on the dresser, never lesser. Have to confess, love, I'm a bird, you're my dove. Shot me straight in the hard, cold blood. You're like a rock around the edge of so rough. Eyes wide open, heart shut, in and out of my life. Are you in, are you out? I don't really give a fuck. You're running out of time, you're running out of luck. You're running through my mind, I'm running out of love. I thought you were a vibe, then you turned it into dust. Got me feeling like Tinkerbell. From the top of the cliff I fell. And you know that I love you, and you know that's the whole truth.
Don't tell me that you need me when you're hot and then cold. Say you wouldn't leave me, then you let me all alone. Now I feel alone, now I feel alone. When the night's long and you know it's getting cold. Don't tell me you gon' leave me, then you gonna try to stay. Tell me that you hate me, then you tell me it's okay. It was just a game, it was just a game. Summer's getting cold, it'll never be the same, yo.
Been the same, let me tell you how it was. I had a couple bitches that I knew I couldn't trust. Old, bought a chain, I knew that I was stuck. But then she came and hit me with the truck. But I brush it off, no concussion. Speaking of, head think I got you blushing. Caught you cheating, bitch, there's no discussion. Play it off, keep sipping at the function. Middle fingers in the air saying fuck it. Play you like a fiddle, gonna blow me like a trumpet. Why you silent? Say something. Hush, hush, silly, I know you bluffing. And I hate when you lie. Say you really love me when you fucking other guys. And you fucking up my vibes. And I don't know
Don't tell me that you need me when you're hot and then cold. Say you wouldn't leave me, then you let me all alone. Now I feel alone, now I feel alone. When the night's long and you know it's getting cold. Don't tell me you gon' leave me, then you gonna try to stay. Tell me that you hate me, then you tell me it's okay. It was just a game, it was just a game. Summer's getting cold, it'll never be the same, no.
I unfortunately gotta go, so you're gonna raid Maj's stream to end out. If that's cool with y'all, that's what's gonna happen. And then later on, we'll be back on for the weekly submission stream. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to sub, and or follow. My bad, and also join the Discord. Don't forget to do that, and get your tracks in for tonight as well. Should be a entertaining night. And don't forget to raid. Raid.
And send like 7 or 8 songs at one time. And I'm like, yo, I don't want to listen to your music back to back. I'll listen to 2. Hey, Bird, what's up? What's up, Bird? Bird, raiding. W, raid. Yo. Okay, interesting. Yo. What's up, man? Hopping out. I understand. What was y'all doing? Uh-oh. Wagwan then. What's Wagwan? For real. That's all I really can do. Yeah, everyone is the same. Like, we literally are all the same. We're all artists. Oh, we got lyrics. Got you.